Okay. So let me see if I can mail you the KWL chart. Okay, I'm mailing you the KWL chart, Fetya. So I just emailed it to your Gmail account.
Okay.
Do you have access to your Gmail account on the computer?
Yeah, my computer and my phone too.
Uh-huh, okay. Okay, so once you complete your KWL chart, you can close it. No, save it and then close it.
Slanda,
Yes,
you sent to me by my email, fatia@gmail.com.
yes.
But still I didn't. Still I didn't.
Fetya SI?
Yeah, Fatia,
Yes.
yeah, I got
Yes.
it. I got it.
Yes.
Thank you. Only save, Olanda?
Huh?
Only I save it?
Yes, you can save it to your Excel folder.
Okay.
But we're not doing it in the morning, only in the evening.
Okay. Okay.
First two. Mhm. By the way, if you have not responded about, a lot of students didn't read the message that I sent in Remind, because the first message was I asked for what class you want if you pass this class, what class you want for next semester, and what class you want if you don't pass this class. So I needed you to give me, yes, two answers. And the same with the, what? Huh? Right. The same thing with the type of class you want. Do you want in person? Do you want virtual, or do you want hybrid? So you had to give one first choice and a second choice. Some students just answered, and for all of them, they just gave me one option. I need you to read clearly when you have something that you need to do. Read it clearly, read it over. so that you'll understand what it's asking. Because sometimes first reading, you don't really get the whole essence of what it's asking. So you read it over again. And then make sure you provide all the information that's being asked. So, but I wrote back to those students already and asked for the information that was missing. So if you didn't get anything back from me, then I got all your information. And don't forget, anyone who is doing GED, doing any of the career classes, culinary arts, nurses. Hmm? Hmm? It's in the last week's weekly bulletin. Look for the message about the mhm. Did you see the questions and remind? Did you go to remind and see the questions? Okay, okay. Because this, I need to get the information from you, and then I put it in a form so that the registration department will add students to the classes. Okay, we're ready to move on. So next thing we're going to do, we're gonna, wait, let me see if I have that ready. Hmm? No, I don't have it ready. 1 second. Okay, so you need to go back to Excel. And if you're already in Excel in Schoology, reload the page. Because now we have Basics of Microsoft Excel 2016. Now we have that available in the Excel folder in Schoology. Let's go ahead and download it. Basics of Microsoft Excel 2016. We're gonna download it and we're gonna save it in the Excel folder in OneDrive. So oops, I already have it open. Okay, so once you have it open, then you're going to save it in the Excel folder in OneDrive. Okay. So let me tell you something about Excel. Excel has certain things that are similar to Microsoft Word, such as save and save as. It's the same thing. So it's written in here, but we're not going to go over that. And anything else that we come across that is exactly the same as Excel, we're not going to put much emphasis on it. So this is the Microsoft Excel, basics of Microsoft Excel 2016 for the Computer Basics 2 class. We have a table of contents. You can see we have 32 pages in this one. Word, there was what, 45 pages? So this one is only 32 pages. Again, I encourage you to use the navigation pane, right? You come down to the status bar where it says page 1 of 33, and you click on that to get your navigation pane. And then if you, right now it's showing pages, but you can also show headings, and then you can click the heading that you want. We are doing Introduction to Microsoft Excel 2016, and then you can close it. So Divine, let's start with you. I was gonna start at the other end, but they're busy over there. So could you read the first two, the title and the first two paragraphs, please? Hmm? Yeah, Divine. Include the title. Include the title.
Miss Yolanda?
Yes.
Oh, when I'm download the basic of Microsoft Excel 2016 document, it's opening to the Word. I don't know why.
What? Share your screen. Let me see.
Okay.
Huh?
Okay.
Yeah, it's a Word document. It's a Microsoft Word document. Yeah, go ahead and click on it. It's
On
about
this one?
Excel, but it's written in Microsoft Word.
Oh.
Enable editing.
Okay. 5.
Uh-huh.
Save as. Browser.
Excel.
Okay.
Mhm.
Thank you, Miss Yolanda.
Sure. Okay. So, Divine, go ahead. You're on page 2. We're on page 2. Introduction to Microsoft Excel 20. Okay, thank you. So a spreadsheet, we had paper spreadsheets before we had computers. And every business needs to keep records of its expenses and its income, right? And all the other stuff that you have to keep records of. And that's how people did it before. They did it in these large sheets of papers with columns and rows. And people wrote in those books. They wrote everything. Before they had the adding machine, people had to add things, multiply things, divide things on their own. But then they got the adding machine, and then they were able to use the adding machine. And that made it much easier. And then computer came to the masses. And then they created all these programs. Now, Microsoft was not one of the first companies that created digital spreadsheets. There were other companies. But if I keep saying that if you're ruthless enough, you'll always get to be number one because you get rid of your competition. But it takes being ruthless to be able to get rid of your competition in the way that that was done in the digital age. I keep saying that. But that's the reality. That's the reality. So all of those other those companies that had created their digital programs, once computers were created, either they bought them out and closed them, or they did things to them where they could not compete. So Microsoft is basically the only, although it's not the only one, it's the only one that's in use internationally, Microsoft. So, well, I guess except in certain countries. So, so that's what we have, Microsoft Excel as our digital spreadsheet. So they were created, the digital spreadsheets were created to imitate or simulate. Simulate means to look just like something else, or imitate, to do something just like something else. So they were created to look like the paper spreadsheets with the columns and the rows. But let me tell you, Microsoft Excel is an extremely powerful program. It could do things you wouldn't imagine. But We are only going to cover the basic stuff. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Yossi, could you read the next three paragraphs, please?
Microsoft Excel is useful because you can easily display mathematical information and calculate data by using formulas and other tools. You can also display data in an Excel spreadsheet in the form of text, numbers, and graphics.
So that means that it's not, you don't use Excel only for calculations. You can use Excel to do documents like you do in Word. You can insert graphics like charts and pictures in Excel. Continue.
Microsoft Excel 2016 was released with the Microsoft Office suite by the Microsoft Corporation for macOS in July 2015 and for Windows in September 2015.
Okay, so someone asked me why Apple, why are they making, why does Apple use Microsoft products? Maybe Apple doesn't, maybe it's cheaper for Apple to put Microsoft products on their computers rather than create them themselves. So that's what Apple computers have. They have Microsoft Office, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Access. That's what you have on Apple computers, as well as on PCs. Continue.
Excel, as is usually called, can be opened in different ways. The easiest way to open it, it is initially pinned to the taskbar and then you can click the icon once every time it is needed. Other ways to open it by clicking the search bar and entering the word Excel in the space provided and click it. Another way is to click the start button and search the program in the start menu and click it once, I'm sorry. You can also pin it to the start menu where it will remain and you will only need to click it once to open it. You can also place a copy of on the
A
desktop.
shortcut,
I'm sorry?
a shortcut.
Yes. On the desktop where you will double click to open it.
Okay, thank you. So we went over this with Word. So it's the same thing that you do in Word. You pin it to your taskbar, or you search for it in the search bar, or you search for it in the start menu, or you put a shortcut on the desktop and you open it that way. So anyone has any questions about how the different ways that we can open Excel? Okay, let's move on to our,
No, Miss Yolanda.
yes,
No, Miss Yolanda. It's okay.
no questions? Oh, okay.
No
thank-
question. Thank you.
Okay, Rahel, could you read that paragraph, please?
Excel opens for the first time. The start screen appears. On the left is the most recent workbook. Tab created, opened, or edited. The right at the top. Select the search box to search for one online templates on the Office Java website. To the far right, you are able to log in Microsoft account. And below are different types of templates, including back work.
Thank you. So this is what it looks like in Excel 2016. So now remember, we are using Excel 365. And you can see it looks different. We'll open it in a minute. And mine even is even more different, looks different than yours. So we are going to have to rely on pictures to help us understand what it looks like in Excel 2016. So this is the picture of the start screen in Excel 2016. So let's go ahead and open Excel in whichever way you like to open Excel. If you don't have it pinned to your taskbar, please pin it to your taskbar. So you can see the difference between you can see the difference between what it looks like in 2016 on the left, what it looks like in 2016, and look what it looks like in Office 365. This is what it looks like in Office 365. But your test is not about Excel 365. The test is about Excel 2016. So the picture is what you have to look at to understand what Excel 2016 start screen looks like. Any questions? So the start screen in Excel 2016 has on the left the name of the program, Excel, and then below that it has recent files that you have either created or opened and used recently. So that's why it says recent. So you'll see all of the Excels that you have worked on recently. And then to the right of that green section on the left, at the very top, you have a search box. In that search box, you can search for templates. Remember, templates are files that have already been created and set up looking professional in order for you to use. And then you just change certain information to fit you. All right? And then you can also, at the very top right corner, you can log in to your Microsoft account. You can log into your Microsoft account in any Microsoft Office program. Below the search box, you have actions, different types of templates that you can open. I can't read them. But then below that, all of these are templates, all kinds of different templates. In 365, if you click new, you'll see templates there. Yeah, you'll see templates, all kinds of templates. Let's see. Oh, there are tutorials as well. Look at that. I never noticed that. They have tutorials that you can go through. And then we have organization chart, we have calendars, we have personal monthly budgets, we have company budgets, we have weekly chore schedule, we have balance sheets for businesses, we have invoices for businesses, we have student schedules, we have weekly attendance report, daily work schedules, all of those templates, all looking very good and professional for you to use. But we're still going to learn how to use it and how to create our own. Okay, so any questions about the start screen in Excel? Okay. Kadir, could you read the paragraph at the bottom of page 3, please? No, when at the bottom of page 3. Huh? No, page 3, the bottom of page 3.
When you open a blank workbook, the new workbook displays a window with many different elements. It is important to understand what each element constitutes to be able to use Excel properly and efficiently. See below to view all elements of the Excel window.
Thank you. So here we go. And look at this. There are I think Word had 12 elements that we discussed. Excel has 16 elements. But thankfully, some of the elements are the same as Word elements, so we already know those. So we have the quick access toolbar, we have the title bar, we have the ribbon. All of those the same as in Word. And then we have name box, formula bar, active cell, cell, column, row. All of those are unique to Excel. And then we have the vertical scroll bar. That's also in vertical and horizontal scroll bars, also in Word. We have tab scrolling buttons, sheet tabs, only in Excel. And then we have the status bar, the view buttons, and the zoom slider, just like Excel. I mean, just like Word. So there are 16, but almost half of them, we already know and understand them. So let's go ahead and click the blank. Go to Excel and click the blank workbook. Excuse me. So anyone will, Marie, would you mind sharing your Excel? Let me stop sharing because mine looks so different.
Okay. Okay, Miss Yolanda.
Okay, thank you. Okay, here we go. When we open Excel, this is what we see. This is what you see. When I open my Excel, it looks different than this, but this is what you see. At the very top, we have the quick access toolbar. So any questions about the quick access toolbar? So right now we are going to add all the programs, all the commands that we had added in Word, we're gonna add those. So click the Customize Quick Access Toolbar button. We're gonna remove the automatically save. So if it has a check mark to the left, the automatically save, click it because we don't want to use that. Go ahead and click automatically save to remove that, yes. Now click the customize now, again. So the next thing we're gonna add is new. Go ahead, click. Go back to the to the customize button. The next thing we are going to add is open. Go ahead and click. And then the last thing we're gonna add is print, preview, and print. If you want to add anything else, you can go ahead and add whatever else you want to add. Print, preview, and print, you can click it. Okay. No, not quick print, remove quick print. Yeah, we don't want to use quick print. Okay, that's it, thank you. Yes. You had a problem, Mari?
No, Miss Yolanda, it's okay. Thank you.
You stopped sharing.
Okay. Mhm.
Can you share again, Mari?
Share again?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so that's the quick access toolbar. Then to the right of the quick access toolbar, we have someone tell us? The title bar. We're finished with customizing the quick access toolbar. Now we are talking about the title bar.
Title bar.
No. We're finished with
Oh.
that. We're finished
Oh,
with
okay.
that. Click away. Click away. Okay. So we're looking at the title bar. So what does the title bar give us?
Book one.
The file name and the name of the program. Exactly. And then below that, what do we have below that? Below the quick access toolbar and the title bar.
The ribbon.
We can.
Good evening, Carlos Rosario, students, teachers, and staff. At this time, we will begin dismissing classes. To allow for social distancing, please wait until your class is called. Teachers, please make sure students exit through the same doors and paths they used to enter. Students, if you are testing at this time, please continue to test. Students, if you need assistance with Smart Trip cards or other transportation programs, or you have questions to Student Services, please go to Student Services Department to room 217 to get help. Students, food services is selling sandwich meals for $5 near the exit. At this time, classes level 5, level 4, and level 1, you may dismiss.
After we start again, interested before it starts.
Right. Okay, so any questions before we leave for the evening?
Miss Yolanda, I sent you a message, but you
Yes,
didn't
I
answer.
saw it.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Uh-huh. So, yeah.
If I wanna keep improving on the test, I did okay, but I wanna do better. Can I keep on retaking the practice test?
Mhm. Patricia, you had a question?
Yes, I don't know what was the name, is it row, the square,
Huh?
what's the name of the each square?
Cell,
Cell.
yes.
The cell has to be, change the size like the letters and the words. Like it, it's going up for, like it, words or.
If you increase the text, yeah, if you increase the text, let's say I type my name. Whoops, oh no, I forgot. It's not, someone is sharing. I was typing as if it was mine.
Like it words in the document, the cells can be increased too.
Yes, you can resize cells. You can, yes. Okay, so thank you, everyone.
Thank you,
And,
Shlanda. See you tomorrow.
Okay.
Thank
have
you,
a
Miss
good
Yolanda. See you
Night.
tomorrow. See you tomorrow,
Okay,
corners.
so, okay, you could stop sharing, Marie, and
Okay, Miss Yolanda.
go ahead and share your screen. Let me stop recording.